Welcome back to the most popular video that you're gonna watch about Sarasota here in 2025. There are over 50 different new construction communities in our area alone, and they can be super confusing to navigate through, which is why every year I wean through all of them. I wean through all of the garbage, and I give you my list of the best ones to focus on. In fact, you can download in the video description right now for free a PDF that compares all of these side by side, from pricing, HOA, amenities, and more. So this year, I'm gonna do this a little differently. I'm first gonna tell you about the best new home communities in the area, but I'm also gonna add 2 of the best luxury home options. And then at the end of the video, I'm gonna tell you about a project that was just approved about 100 days ago from the county commissioners that's going to completely change the future of the south end of Sarasota. And then I'm gonna answer the question that a lot of people ask: do I actually need a realtor to buy a new construction house? And the answer is probably gonna shock you. So make sure to stick around to the end of the video for that. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Matt Light, and I run a top real estate team here in Sarasota, and we are also the #1 new home resource on YouTube. I was born in Massachusetts, but then I moved to Sarasota when I was in 3rd grade. So I went through all of the Sarasota County public school system, for those of you that have questions on that. I also am freezing cold when the weather drops below 60, so I am a true Floridian at this point in time. But you know what? I would love to help. I'm also choosing to raise my family here in Sarasota as well. But enough about me. Let's jump into the best new communities for 2025. So starting south, we are gonna head down to Palmer Ranch, in a neighborhood that has made the list for 4 years running, Talon Preserve on Palmer Ranch. And don't worry, in just a minute, I'm gonna tell you why it consistently makes the list. Palmer Ranch is one of my favorite areas of Sarasota because you don't deal with much traffic at all. And you're gonna be less than 25 minutes to downtown Sarasota and Siesta Key Beach, and about 5 to 10 minutes to jump onto I-75. Talon Preserve is in the southernmost part of Palmer Ranch. It's gonna consist of over 900 homes and villas when completed. And you've got a few different series of homes. The smaller series will be around the 1,400 to 1,600 square feet. The medium series is gonna be around 1,800 to 2,000 square feet, and the larger series will be 2,300 square feet and up. There is no CDD fee for this neighborhood, and HOA fees are going to range from $300 to $400 per month, which includes all of your lawn care, irrigation, fertilizer, the guard gate, and some pretty credible amenities. Now let me prepare you. The amenities here are unlike anything else in this area of Palmer Ranch. For example, this clubhouse behind me is 20,000 square feet. The Lakewood Ranch Country Club for Lakewood Ranch is 26,000 square feet. So this is absolutely massive for the amount of homes that are going to be using it. So let me show you through a couple of these amenities, and let me show you then which one is going to be my favorite. You've got the clubhouse, a game room, resort style pool, fitness center, tennis courts, pickleball courts, dog park, and more. And then out here, you've got 2 things that make this neighborhood unlike anything else in the area. Behind me is the full-service tiki bar restaurant at the pool, where you get to get drinks served to you at the pool. I mean, what incredible lifestyle is that? And then the second is the Legacy Bike Trail, which directly connects to Talon Preserve. Now, the Legacy Bike Trail is a bike trail that goes all the way from Venice to downtown Sarasota, and you never have to jump on a main road and dodge all these different cars. So why has Talon Preserve made my list for over 4 years running? Well, I think it's because of these crazy lifestyle amenities and the incredible value that it still has when purchasing. Let me explain. There's another neighborhood in Palmer Ranch called Esplanade Palmer Ranch that also has that full service tiki bar restaurant. There's the only 2 in Palmer Ranch: Talon Preserve and Esplanade Palmer Ranch. Esplanade is a completed resale community, and homes sell in there for $1 million and up. Whereas Talon Preserve, you can get in for around $600,000 to $700,000 in the single family home series. So I think because of that, there is still incredible value in this specific neighborhood. All right, neighborhood. So moving a little bit north is a neighborhood that hasn't opened yet. And I think when it does, it's going to sell extremely quick. And there are no YouTube videos on it whatsoever. So make sure that when you're ready to buy it, because I know it's gonna sell quick, you think of me or you jump on my newsletter, because I'm going to, of course, email everybody when this neighborhood specifically opens up. This neighborhood is called Stone Bridge on Palmer Ranch, and it was originally built in the late 90s, early 2000s. But recently, a local builder purchased the front portion of it, and he's gonna build 27 home sites. And they're gonna be 70 feet wide, and the homes are gonna range from around 2,400 to 3,200 square feet. The builder, his name is Sam Rogers. It's a local family owned and operated. If you've seen my builders ranked videos, I would categorize him as a tier 3 builder. And if you haven't seen that, I'm gonna link that up above as well as in the video description below. But obviously you can see behind me, there are no roads yet, there are no models. So let me show you some of his designs and what one of his model homes looks like. Now, I'm gonna guess that these homes are gonna start in the low $1 million price range, which is a pretty good bargain in relation to some of the 20-year-old homes around the area are selling for the same price. You're gonna be zoned to some of the best rated schools in all of Sarasota County living here, but this is not gonna be a neighborhood that's going to have those lifestyle amenities like we just saw in Talon Preserve with the community pool and the fitness centers and all of that stuff. So I would expect it to have a much lower HOA. There's no CDD fee. But now, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get back in the truck and we're gonna head out east to go to the next best neighborhood on my list. So here we are at Sky Ranch. Let me explain what we currently know, and then let me explain what management is adding and changing in the future. So what we currently know is that Sky Ranch is divided up into 3 sections. You have the townhomes, you have Casilla, and then you have Esplanade. Townhomes are going to be great for first-time buyers, investors, or someone just looking to have an affordable place to stay and get out of the cold. They're gonna be in the 300,000 range. Now they're smaller, around 1,100 to 1,500 square feet, and amenities will only be 2 community pools, so the HOA fees are going to be less. Casilla is gonna have around 1,500 homes in the first phase. Floor plans are gonna range from 1,500 to over 4,000 square feet. Now Taylor Morrison is the main builder, even though they did just bring in Lennar to build some more budget-friendly homes, which will have different levels of finishes. You also have homes built by John Cannon and Arthur Ruttenberg, which were fully custom $2 million and up homes. Casilla amenities are truly state-of-the-art. Nowhere in Sarasota or Lakewood Ranch will you find what I'm about to show you. All right, so follow me in here. This right here is a 25,000 square foot clubhouse, and amenities within, let me show you. Indoor rock climbing wall, a cafe, 2 full-size indoor basketball courts, which can convert into pickleball courts because let's be honest, in the summer it can get hot and people here in Florida love their pickleball. There's a fitness center, club rooms, kids zone, resort style pool, and lap pool. And then you also have a connection to Turner Park, which features baseball fields, soccer fields, basketball courts, and a playground. Sky Ranch as a whole has over 20 miles of walking trails throughout as well. So next we have the Esplanade section of Sky Ranch. Now this is not a designated 55+ community. However, the floor plans, they do lend themselves to the empty nester crowd. They have 3-bedroom villas, and then their single family products range from 2,000 square feet to around 3,000 square feet. It is maintenance free as well, so you don't need to worry about trimming your bushes, fertilizing, lawn care, or any of that. But what about the amenities? If you live in Esplanade, you have access to all of the amenities within the Casilla section. In addition to that, you're also gonna have your own pickleball courts and community pool. But what hasn't been published by management just yet is that they are supposedly going to be bringing back that Bahama Tiki Bar that has been so famous in other Esplanades around the state of Florida. So they're gonna be doing that. I'm not exactly sure when, but that is what is currently in the works. But now let's talk about why Sky Ranch overall makes the list. I think it's the diversity that it brings. I mean, we're talking about the townhomes for first-time home buyers. We're talking about a section that can appeal to the empty nesters, and the amenities. I mean, the amenities within Casilla, the indoor basketball courts, those are absolutely incredible. Not to mention, they are building a K-8 magnet school across the street. So for those of you that have kids in that age range, This is perfect. Your kids can literally ride their bikes to school across the street, ride home. The sense of community here is unmatched really because of that. I know these communities are already starting to blur together, but don't worry. Just download my PDF comparison sheet in the video description below and continue watching the video. Let's shift gears here a little and talk about two of the best luxury options if you're moving to Sarasota. Both are completely different from each other, but we'll cover some amazing lifestyles. One is luxury condo living and the other is a single family home option. First, we have a $1 billion project on the water in downtown Sarasota called The Quay. The Quay is a 14-acre waterfront development project that will have 695 condo residences, 175 hotel rooms, 38,000 square feet of office space, and 189,000 square feet of retail space for shopping and dining. If you're from Boston and are familiar with the Seaport area, that's what the Quay is gonna be like. The Ritz-Carlton has already built 2 buildings and are building 2 more buildings. Also, a national developer, PMG, is building 2 buildings as well. Pricing is gonna start around $1.2 million and go up to over $12 million. There is so much going on around the Quay that I don't wanna bore you with that in this video, but if you're interested, I'm gonna link my full overview video of this project above, as well as in the video description below. The other luxury option that made my list this year is not condo living, but single family homes. I'm talking about a community here in Waterside Lakewood Ranch called Wild Blue. Waterside is an area of Lakewood Ranch that I think has the most value in all of the Lakewood Ranch area. Wild Blue is being built by 5 luxury builders: Stock Homes, Lee Wetherington, Arthur Ruttenberg, John Cannon, and Anchor Homes. Wild Blue is building single-family homes and estate homes. The single-family homes are going to range between 2,400 up to 4,400 square feet, and the estate homes are even larger, exceeding 4,500 square feet, and the estate homes are going to be situated on 1-acre home sites. Wild Blue has 2 main amenity areas within the community. The first will be their exclusive clubhouse and pool. This is where you'll find a resort-style clubhouse with a theater, locker rooms, a golf simulator, and a fitness center. There will be a stunning pool and lap pool, a yoga lawn, a putting green, and indoor and outdoor dining. The outdoor dining is a pool, cafe, and bar. There will be an activities director to coordinate events and community gatherings. The second amenity area is called the Midway Sports Complex, a 13-acre area for outdoor activities, 6 tennis courts, 8 pickleball courts, a sports pro shop, and gathering space. There will also be outdoor fitness equipment, basketball hoops, 2 dog parks, a playground, and a kayak launch over the lake. Now, pricing in Wild Blue is going to range from $1.6 million to over $6 million. And as I said earlier, Wild Blue is in Waterside at Lakewood Ranch, so you're 16 miles to Lido Beach, 13 miles to downtown Sarasota, 3 miles to Waterside Place, and 4 miles to Lakewood Ranch Main Street. So why does Wild Blue make my list this year? Well, it's because it is exclusively built by luxury home builders. For example, when we were just in Sky Ranch a minute ago, those, sure, you had some AR Homes and John Cannon, but mainly 98% of the community is not true luxury. And the luxury market here in Sarasota and Lakewood Ranch is extremely hot. In fact, Wild Blue, they have already far exceeded sales of what they expected when they first opened the community last year. But now I want to jump back into the office to tell you about a project that is coming off of Clark Road that's going to change that entire area of Sarasota. And then I want to answer the myth, the question about, do you really need to use a realtor with new construction? This was approved a little over 100 days ago. It's called 3H Ranch, at least that's what it's called right now. It's gonna be right next to Sky Ranch, and there's gonna be 6,500 homes with retail, parks, and more. There's not a ton of information on it, but the county commissioners recently approved the project, so I'm sure I will have more details on information as that rolls out. But how do you get that information? You need to sign up for my newsletter below so you can be in the know when future projects like this take shape here in Sarasota. But let's call a spade here, right? Do you actually need a realtor to purchase new construction? Well, there's certainly a lot more that goes into it than just walking into a model home and picking out your house. There are several inspections you should do, but the builder's not gonna tell you about that. See, my team, we have helped over 100 people build their homes here in Sarasota, and I have successfully been able to negotiate the best deals for incentives than anyone else. And how do I know? Well, because of the volume of new homes that we sell, we have the builders really just compete against each other for your business. For example, recently I sold a house and was able to get the buyer free hurricane windows and over $50,000 of free incentives at the design center. And then the next week I was working with a different buyer that wanted to buy in a community nearby. So what did I do? I went to the new builder who wasn't offering very many incentives, and I said, hey, listen, we want you to match what your competitor is doing with $50,000 in design credits, free hurricane impact glass. And not only did the builder approve that, But to make sure they got our business, they also gave us over $20,000 to buy down our interest rate. So do you need a realtor to buy a new house? Well, I mean, technically you don't, but my team, we don't cost you any money. The builders, they always pay the commission, and we probably are your best chance to get the most incentives and most discounts possible. So I really don't understand why anyone would go purchase a house without the free services of a realtor. But now I want to give you a free resource to help you navigate the craziness of new construction. If you want to download my list of best communities here in Sarasota, make sure to do that in the video description below. Or better yet, let me and my team jump on a call with you. We want to learn more about what's going on in your life and what's your situation and how we can help you navigate this new construction market. You can fill out a buyer questionnaire below with some basic information for us to help start helping you this week. Now listen, thanks for taking the time to watch this video today. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this.